Hence my foot, look at you, 14 years and you're still sitting in the same cubicle. Doing the same boring job. That's not experience, that's being stuck. Excuse me? I said what I said.
How dare you disrespect me and my life's work like that?
See. You guys see this? She's attacking me. The toxic dinosaur is attacking the young talent. I'm exposing this low vibe energy.
Here is Madame Ngozi, the senior accountant on the 3rd floor. She has spent 14 years at the logistics company, quietly keeping the numbers in order and the department running smoothly. 14 years of balancing budgets, preparing financial reports, surviving audit seasons, and arriving at the office before most people had finished breakfast. Madame Ngozi is the kind of woman who double-checked every figure twice and wore reading glasses on a chain around her neck. She used an old-fashioned, boxy desktop monitor that looked like it belonged to another era, but she knew every shortcut and function by heart. Around the office, she was known for one thing above all else: accuracy. If there was a missing kobo anywhere in the books, Madame Ngozi would find it. Her desk reflects the same discipline she brought to her work. Everything had its place. 4 neatly arranged colored highlighters, a solar-powered calculator she had used for decades, and a small desk fan that buzzed steadily throughout the day. Directly opposite Madame Ngozi's cubicle sat Tolani, the youngest intern in the department. Unlike Ngozi, whose credentials and reputation were known throughout the company, nobody seemed entirely sure what Tolani's actual qualifications were. Tolani had joined the company only a few months earlier. She arrived on her first day carrying enough gadgets to stock a small electronics store. An ergonomic keyboard glowing with rainbow lights, multiple wireless chargers, a smartwatch, a tablet, and the latest smartphone permanently attached to her hand. She was 22. Young, ambitious, and completely convinced she was operating on a higher level than everyone around her. While the rest of the office focused on reports, deadlines, and meetings, Tolani seemed more interested in likes, views, and follower counts. She loved TikTok and treated every workday like content for her personal brand. Every notification felt like a small victory. Every comment felt like validation. To Tolani, the office wasn't just a workplace. It was a stage. Most days, she sat at her desk with wireless earbuds in her ears, sipping iced coffee and scrolling through social media between tasks. Her laptop was covered in motivational stickers, the largest one boldly declaring, "Work smart, not hard," and manifesting executive status. Madame Ngozi's voice echoed across the office that Monday morning at exactly 8:14 a.m. She stood beside her cubicle, her reading glasses perched on the bridge of her nose, staring in complete disbelief at the sight before her. Tolani had come early that morning and dumped all her untreated invoices on Madame Ngozi's desk to free her own desk for her TikTok and Instagram videos. The files were not neatly stacked in a corner, not even with a note explaining what they were for. No, the files had been dropped directly in front of her keyboard, covering half her monitor and making it impossible for her to walk.
This stack of files is ridiculous. I have content to create, not this. Why can't they understand the digital side? This is chaos.
Then she picked up her mini tripod and started vlogging.
Hey, office vibes. Time for a fun break. Watch this twerk. Let's go. Yeah, feeling the rhythm. Don't stop, vibe high.
Then, Madame Ngozi arrived.
Tolani, why did you drop these files and cup of coffee here? Enough of this mess.
You think I will allow your ancient manual typewriter lifestyle to slow down my career? Did you just throw my coffee in the trash? Did you just yell at me in this office? And I will do it again if you don't stay out of my way!
Madame Ngozi was shocked at Tolani's effrontery, but she let it go and went back to her work, humming one of her church songs about victory in Christ Jesus. Unfortunately, this wasn't an isolated incident. It had become a daily routine. Every week brought the same problems: missing files, unanswered emails, unfinished tasks dumped on Madame Ngozi's desk, and endless delays caused by Tolani's refusal to handle her responsibilities properly. During the first 3 weeks, Madame Ngozi tried everything a reasonable supervisor could think of. She spoke to Tolani privately and politely, asking her to respect office procedures and professional boundaries. Tolani would smile, nod confidently, and say, "Okay, boss." Then she would come in the next morning and do exactly the same thing all over again.
In this office, there is no strict digital tracking system for minor assignments. But I would appreciate it if we can respect the workflow boundaries here. Okay, boss.
Then she will come the next morning and do the same thing all over again.
This new graduate trainee is not doing her work. With all these electronic gadgets on her desk, is she planning to open an Apple store in this office?
Tolani, come back here and remove all these invoices from my desk.
Tolani ignored her and walked to the break room. But Madame Ngozi did not mind, for she followed her immediately.
Tolani, I know you're in here. I beg, come out and clear your files from my workspace. I have a major budget meeting by 9 a.m.
I think you should just send her a Slack message. If she's not answering.
Slack message. Am I her social media manager? Is it my job to text her? She dumped her workload on my desk. Let her come out here. Hey, Madame Ngozi, just networking with the marketing team. Give me 2 minutes, okay? Soft life.
Madame Ngozi felt disappointed at the disrespect. She marched back to her desk, pushed the files to a corner, opened her ledger, and immediately got to work. One time, Madame Ngozi had even escalated the issue through official channels, copying the department manager on an email outlining the recurring problems. But instead of taking the feedback seriously, Tolani took a screenshot of the email thread and posted it on TikTok with the caption, "Navigating toxic, archaic corporate gatekeeping as a Gen Z innovator." It received 8,400 reactions and hundreds of comments praising her. What nobody realized was that after every confrontation, the moment she got home, Tolani would turn on her camera and update her followers about her latest clash with Madame Ngozi, carefully presenting herself as the victim and Madame Ngozi the villain.
My people, this corporate life is exhausting. This woman opposite me is completely unwell. I mean, totally unhinged. 8 a.m. She's already breathing down my neck, acting like my life coach. Like, Grandma, you chose to stay in the same position for 14 years, 14 good years. Why? Is it my fault you don't know how to use modern tech?
The comments were flying.
Let me read the comment. OMG, not the corporate boomer again. She sounds toxic, sis. Protect your peace. Yeah, you're right, sis. Tell her to use ChatGPT and leave you alone, LMAO. My queen, don't let anybody put you down. Stand your ground, we dey your back. My fave, I love you. Ah, I'm blushing. Love you right back.
Tolani read almost every comment, replied to some, and laughed so hard.
Every single morning, guys. The way she hits her keyboard, I genuinely think she wakes up angry at the world.
Some people just choose chaos, but I refuse to absorb that low vibrational energy. I really do. Clock it, guys!
The moment that changed everything happened on a quiet Wednesday afternoon. Madame Ngozi was at her desk, taking a short lunch break and eating fufu from her flask while exchanging casual conversation with Mrs. Ifeoma from HR.
Madame Ngozi, it looks like you will close early today.
No, I must balance the account before I go home.
Suddenly, Mrs. Ifeoma burst into hysterical laughter.
Mrs. Ifeoma, why are you laughing like that in a corporate office? What is it?
Madame Ngozi, look at this video my daughter forwarded to me. It's trending on Instagram. Look at the face. Hey guys, check out my boss, always.
The entitlement of these older workers is systemic. Like older Nigerian women in corporate spaces think everyone should bow to them.
And honestly, she's probably frustrated because her personal life is lacking. She claims her husband is a retired pastor, but I know her type.
She's just taking out her home frustration on young, successful talent like me. Frustrated dinosaur.
She called me a frustrated dinosaur on the internet with thousands of people watching.
Over 400,000 views, my dear. Pinned right at the top of her profile, Tolani Tech Talent.
Send that video link to my WhatsApp right now. We are going to look at this trend properly.
At the close of work that day, Madame Ngozi sat in her desk thinking about Tolani's video. She reached out for her phone and opened the link. And there she is, her profile at Tolani Tech Talent. 85,000 followers. And pinned right at the top of the page was a video titled Surviving My Toxic, Unhinged Corporate Coworker, Part 3. It had 420,000 views. Madame Ngozi stared at that number for a long time. 420,000 people, she muttered to herself. She had spent over a decade protecting her integrity, building a flawless record. And this girl was using her life as her content? The following day, she went to see Mrs. Ifeoma in her office.
Mrs. Ifeoma, tell me honestly, what should I do about this Tolani of a girl? Have I become a joke in this office? People who have never met me, who know absolutely nothing about my life, are sitting online, mocking my career and laughing at me.
Madame Ngozi, listen to me carefully. Whatever you do, don't fight this battle on social media. Why not? Because that's her territory. That's where she is strongest. She knows how to control the narrative. And she has thousands of followers ready to take her side without knowing the full story. The moment you respond emotionally, she wins. So what are you suggesting? I'm suggesting that you stop thinking like someone who has been insulted and start thinking like someone who wants to solve a problem. Go on.
Mrs. Ifeoma began to lay out the plan, step by step. By the time she finished speaking, A slow smile had formed on Madame Ngozi's face.
Mrs. Ifioma, you are far more dangerous than people realize. I prefer the word strategic.
Madame Ngozi went back to her office and began the counter operation immediately. She adjusted the company's local network permissions on the shared drive. She didn't block Tolani. She simply restricted her access profile to read only for all major project folders, routing all modification approvals directly through her desk terminal. Tolani tried to upload her weekly data analysis. A pop-up appeared. Error. Executive approval required from Admin Terminal 03. Madame Ngozi.
Ma, please approve this file. It's my weekly data analysis upload. It's urgent. Tolani, I am so sorry. The server is undergoing a massive security audit because of data leaks.
The system flagged an error.
Yes, the IT department discovered it. I will get to it as soon as I finish these manual audits. Let me just finish what I am doing.
Tolani went back to her desk, completely unbothered, and ordered a ride-share delivery app to bring her lunch. But by Wednesday, her files were still pending. By Thursday, the system was completely locked down for her.
Still pending? Is she doing this on purpose? This is unbelievable.
Madame Ngozi, please, I need your approval.
By Friday morning at 9 a.m., Tolani's regional project manager stormed into the department.
Tolani, where is the logistics report for the Western region? The director in Abuja is screaming for it on the phone right now.
Sir, I uploaded it days ago, but Madame Ngozi hasn't approved the clearance on the shared drive. She is blocking me.
Madame Ngozi, what is the issue here?
Manager. The system detected an unauthorized external device or screenshot tool trying to access corporate data from this specific section. For security reasons, the mainframe locked her terminal. I have requested an external IT consultant from the headquarters to come and scan her hardware. I cannot bypass it manually, otherwise the whole company network will crash.
Excellent data protection, madam. Tolani, handle your terminal issues and get that report to me by Monday, or it's a formal query.
Yes, sir.
The external consultant didn't show up on Friday evening. Instead, he arrived on Saturday morning when Tolani was forced to come in for weekend overtime to finish her reports manually. The young tech consultant spent hours scanning the computer, occasionally shaking his head with a theatrical sigh that Madame Ngozi acknowledged with a faint, approving nod.
Madame Ngozi, this hard drive is severely compromised by background social media applications and high data drainage. To protect the company's financial ledgers, I have to completely uninstall all non-corporate protocols and restrict this IP address indefinitely.
Where will we find the budget for a new corporate laptop when the quarterly margins are so tight? Please, just lock the system down so we don't lose our operating license.
So the consultant packed his software tools and left Tolani's computer completely stripped of everything except basic black and white accounting software.
It is done. Only black and white accounting text trackers will work here now.
On Monday morning, Tolani walked into the office, booted up her computer, and saw a barren screen. No social media access, no custom browser extensions, no cloud access. Just a blank text editor and a spreadsheet tracker. She lost her mind. She marched into Madame Ngozi's cubicle carrying her mini tripod.
Madame Ngozi, you think I don't know what you did? You don't have the technical skills to run this department and you are using corporate sabotage to slow me down. I don't care about your ancient security protocols. fix this system right now or I will go straight to the managing director.
Tolani, do you realize I have working experience that is older than your birth certificate?
Experience, my foot, look at you, 14 years and you're still sitting in the same cubicle. Doing the same boring job. That's not experience, that's being stuck.
Excuse me?
I said what I said. I don't want to wake up 20 years from now and realize I've spent my entire life guarding spreadsheets.
How dare you disrespect me and my life's work like that?
See, you guys see this? She's attacking me. The toxic dinosaur is attacking the young talent.
Mrs. Ifioma, please come to section 3. The graduate trainee is currently shouting insults and filming corporate workspace without authorization.
I'm exposing this low vibe energy.
That night, Tolani went live on TikTok, furious and frantic, flashing a video clip of Madame Ngozi she had recorded at the office.
Guys, this woman has no talent, no digital literacy, and now she is using corporate bureaucracy as a weapon! But trust me, she will be handled by management!
But the internet is a fickle place. Everything changed the moment her followers saw a clip featuring Madame Ngozi's picture. The mood in the comment section turned. The laughter faded, the criticism shifted. They became deeply sympathetic toward her, and response was instantaneous. One follower commented, "Wait, so the toxic dinosaur you were complaining about is just an innocent, hardworking mother trying to do her job? Wow, I'm unfollowing." Another wrote, "Seeing Madame Ngozi look so calm while you were shrieking just broke my heart. She looks exactly like my mother who labored for years in banking. This is pure bullying." Another said, "An elder is quietly doing her work and you are shoving a phone in her face for clout? No manners at all. Where did you leave your home training?" One other one said, "Clock it, bestie, clock it." Yes, we have clocked it too. We have clocked your suspension letter from HR. Safe journey. Another wrote, "Filming inside a financial office is a massive compliance breach, sis. You are going to get fired." And a top comment with thousands of likes wrote, "Are you actually doing your job or just making videos? Madame Ngozi represents the mothers who worked hard to send us to school. Apologize to her immediately."
No, wait, you guys don't understand. She sabotaged my terminal. Wait, why are people unfollowing?
Seeing that Tolani's viral video had backfired and she is losing thousands of followers, Madame Ngozi decided to go live on TikTok and completely put an end to this drama.
Good evening. My name is Madame Ngozi Olisa. I am a senior accountant, a working mother of 3, and a proud veteran of this company. Recently, my life and family were turned into public entertainment for digital clout. I am not a dinosaur. I am a custodian of this company's financial integrity. True professional excellence doesn't run on shortcuts or internet impressions. It runs on dedication.
The moment Tolani's followers saw Madame Ngozi's video, instead of the angry, unreasonable office dinosaur they had imagined, they saw a calm, dignified professional speaking with grace and confidence. They rallied behind her, and messages of support for her began pouring in. Madame Ngozi also posted an article on LinkedIn titled, "The Dignity of Mentorship, Bridging the Generational Gap in Modern Logistics." In her beautifully written post, she wrote about her 14 years of dedication, her journey as a working mother balancing corporate books, and the importance of data integrity in an era where clout threatens professional ethics. She shared her deep love for guiding the next generation, provided they were willing to learn. Within 12 hours, the post went viral across corporate Nigeria. The managing director in Abuja saw it and reshared it with
Yes,
a comment.
this is the standard of excellence and loyalty we look for in our leadership.
The comments flooded in. An absolute inspiration, ma. True leadership. We need more veteran professionals like you protecting our institutions. But it didn't stop there. In the comments, several major tech firms noticed her flawless background in compliance and auditing. They began asking if she offered private consulting for corporate governance. Madame Ngozi didn't hesitate. With the help of the young tech consultant, she launched an online masterclass series called The Compliant Ledger, Corporate Governance for the Next Generation. She posted short, high-value videos explaining complex tax structures with the calm, authoritative voice of a veteran who truly knew her stuff.
Good morning, everyone. It is my absolute privilege to warmly welcome you to the Strategic Leadership in this New Era seminar. We are living in an era where true leadership is more critical and more challenging than ever before.
By the end of the week, her LinkedIn network had jumped to 45,000 professional followers. Her weekend corporate training seminars were fully booked by corporate firms willing to pay top-tier rates for her expertise. Meanwhile, the regional manager called an emergency meeting regarding several complaints he had received about Tolani's unruly behavior.
We received complaints regarding your unruly behavior, and I must say your actions were a massive security and compliance breach. Madame Ngozi, I must also commend you on your published article on corporate governance, which has just been commended by our global board in Abuja. You, hand over your corporate badge to Mrs. Ifeoma immediately for disciplinary review.
An internal investigation concluded that Tolani had directly violated the code of conduct. The disciplinary action came down to two choices: immediate dismissal or a formal written apology.
Tolani's case, clear violation of the code of conduct. The recommended punishment is termination or formal apology to Mrs. Ngozi. I will document this and proceed with the disciplinary action.
For Tolani, dismissal was out of the question. What would she tell her followers? That she had been fired? No, the news would spread, and the public humiliation would be too much for her to bear. Yet, the thought of backing down to Madame Ngozi made her stomach churn. Trapped between losing her lifestyle and bruising her massive ego, Tolani's stubbornness finally cracked. She swallowed her bitter pride and submitted the apology, just to save face.
Madame Ngozi, please. I am deeply sorry for what I said. I was wrong.
Good you have come to your senses. On Monday, let us start your training from the beginning. No shortcuts, no social media, real work.
Thank you, Ma.
Tolani quietly returned to her desk. No earbuds, no camera setup, no live streams, no commentary for her followers. And from that day on, she submitted every report ahead of schedule and focused on her work without a single complaint. This story actually contains several moral lessons, but one stands above all the others. Never mistake quiet hard work for weakness, and never use someone else's life, career, or struggles as content for clout. Madame Ngozi spent years building her reputation through discipline, integrity, and dedication. Tolani mocked that hard work because she valued attention and online validation more than professionalism. In the end, character, competence, and consistency proved more valuable than likes, views, and followers.